Alright, everybody. Welcome back to another Everyday Workers videos. Literally just posted another video about the Bursa 9cc PP 9cc. This is the Bursa Thunder 9 Ultra Compact Pro. Okay, this version is a little different. In the aspect of weight, disassembles, functions, stuff like that. So, magazine is empty. Gun is safe, and a physical check as well as a visual. The gun is empty and safe. Uh, Ignore the snoring in the background. I do this while I'm on the road, so it's a hobby of mine. Plus the gunsmithing practices. Now, this gun does have a weird safety slash decocker into it. You can decock the gun by pressing the safety into the safe position. Okay. Magazine in the gun, and you can decock the gun by pressing it into the safe. So you see red, you're dead. You press the safety up to cover the red. Decocker is a reverse decocker, so it's a unique feature about this gun. It is a compact Pro Series pistol, so it is a double stacked 9mm. This holds 13 plus 1, so 14 rounds, and a compact 9. With the difference being this is an alloy steel aluminum body, lower than a polymer lower. This is a metal gun. This is not a polymer plastic gun. This is a very heavy type of weapon. I mean, this right here easily outweighs a Glock 17 empty, for sure. I mean, this thing is heavy. It's heavy. But it's a great gun. Got some cuts made here in the grips, and it feels good. And I've got bear paws, as you can see in the video. I have some big old honkers as hands, and my hand can easily grip this gun and hold it, and the pinky's still set in the gun. So it is something fun for me. This is a double action to single action pistol. So it's a Beretta, a miniature version. I mean, it'll cost you less than a Beretta would, but anyhow. So the firing pin down, what I've learned to do is take a little bit of pressure off the slide. I'm trying to do this in a way that you can see what I'm doing. Take a little pressure off the slide and put tension on your disassembly link pin. Okay? You take too much pressure, you're going to be locked. Okay? And you watch that trigger come back. You're going to take a little bit of pressure off. I mean, all I'm doing is just, that's all I'm doing, just taking a little bit of pressure off. I'm taking very little as I add pressure to that link pin, and it's gone. So slide comes off, low receiver needs cleaned. That's why we're doing this video. This gun needs to be disassembled and cleaned. Pulling our firing pin. This is a double spring housing unit. So you get an outer spring, interior spring, and your guide rod. So it's a double spring guide rod interior housing unit for this gun. And let me tell you, it's a pain to get that back in there. So don't do that. Just clean it. Just brush it. No problem. Pull your barrel out like you would do any other semi-automatic pistol on the market today. Boom. That comes out. Whoop-de-doo. Now, your firing pin and extractor pin link systems are the same on this gun. Actually, believe it or not, there's two pins. There is a pin driven from the rear to the top. Okay, here's the top. Driven from the bottom to the top. The bottom to the top. You drive it this way through the gun. You drive this one this way through the gun. So you drive this one first. That drops your firing pin out the rear here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. The firing pin itself right here. Drops it right at the back of the gun. You pull that out, you clean it. And then you push this pin, which is located right here. Drive it from the rear to the top. Again. That pulls out your ready fire indicator and your extractor pin safety that holds the extractor bar. Okay. Now, do we have to do that? No, we don't have to do that. Can I do that? Absolutely, I can do that, no problem. Do I feel like getting into that right now? Probably not, considering this gun is going back into a safe and backing on the floor where it's going to be covered in Kydex. And yes, I know you truists will be yelling and screaming at me, but let me tell you something. A gun that I know 100% fact that someone's life will depend on, I will do my utmost and damnedest to make it the 100% functional again. So when it comes to those firearms, those weapons, especially customer firearms, I will do that. This is a shop-owned pistol, okay? We make molds out of this. We make holsters out of this. All right? So this is something that we do on a regular basis and per order. So this is not a gun that anybody's life depends on. It's in a safe, unless it's brought out of safe to make a holster. I know. Waste of a perfectly good gun. But I do my best, and if I don't have to spend 3 hours in this gun, I will not spend 3 hours in this gun. So, that being said, you see how the field strip is. You have been educated on how to take this gun farther apart. I'm not going to do that currently. But you've seen the field strip. Let's do the reassembly. The barrel, obviously, is the first thing to put back in its housing. And it's dirty. It catches. Locked. Double recoil spring guide rod goes into its housing. And let me tell you, it's a pain to get this thing lined back up, because the second spring wants to push against you when you try to do this. So what I usually find that's helpful is I make sure my barrel's sitting where it is, take my dominant hand, which is my right hand, put my thumb and forefinger halfway down and press and compress those springs so I can get them to fall into the unit and then to fall down into the housing it's supposed to, because as you can see with the barrel, there's this leg and then there's the actual housing for the guide rod right there. It's got the half moon cut in it. It's made to receive this slide block there. So pulling this into a certain position does all well and good of nothing unless you get both recoil springs to compress. So what I usually do is take my fingers, pinch it, this slot, get those to compress. It is painful, let me tell you. You ever had to pinch something too hard it hurts when you hit to pinch it? Yeah. And you can do trial and error if you want. I personally myself do not believe in trial and error. I personally believe in knowing where it's supposed to go from the get-go, so I usually compress it first like this, then grab the rear, take it forward, and then that way I'm only compressing one spring at a time. Yeah, see? So what I did was, I'll do it so you can see it. Barrel locked. What it is, put my thumb and forefinger like this. I compressed it till my thumb would not compress anymore, which is hitting the guide rod. Pinch that spring, put my finger on the top of the back of the guide rod, which now you can see the secondary spring is now like fully compressed behind the guide rod itself. The only one sticking out is the exterior spring. Exterior spring goes into the housing, and I slowly let off and play with the tension to get the guide rod to go in. Now, I did let off. That's so I could help you guys see what's going on here. I'm trying to put it in a position where you can see what's going on, and it's very difficult for me. I'll have my big phone stand with me right now, and this is causing an angle problem. Anyhow, so press the interior spring, make sure your barrel's locked, go to the front. There you go. Yeah, easy drop. Let me shoot, I got it too far, actually. There you go. Easy drop. Slide. Works like a CZ, so the notches are at the front of the frame, not halfway back, not in the middle back. They are at the very front of the frame, so you start your upper to your lower at the very front of your lower. And again, I would make sure that spring is where it's supposed to be. You can either do this upside down, you can do it upside right. Just keep your thumb on there and make sure it's all the way in. Good to come back. I'd put a little tension on it. Lock it in. gun's fully functional. Thank you for watching. You can like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, but I will be posting more videos, and the more comments I get about other videos and other guns that you would like me to make videos about, the more they're more likely to happen. So, I mean, I've got everything, really. I really do have my hands available to pretty much any handgun out there on the market. And if I don't have it, I will buy it. So, just let me know if you have any comments or questions about handguns, and I will be more than happy to answer them as best I can. Thank you very much. Bye.